Hello and welcome to the 9th annual Botham Bulldog Bowl between the American River College Beavers and the hometown College of San Mateo Bulldogs. I'm Jason Neal, alongside me is Tony Schultz here at College of San Mateo at beautiful College Heights Stadium. And well, Tony, we have two great teams here. We'll start off with American River. They have a great running back in Drake Toffe.
Yeah, Drake Toffe, a kind of guy who does so many things for you. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, which you love to have from a running back. He's also a guy who's elusive. He can make people miss, but don't get in his way because he's a guy who can run you over. He does a lot of things, a very effective running back.
Along with their great offense, they do have a great defense, starting with linebacker Austin Paulus.
Yeah, the team leader in tackles. He's just a guy that's hard to block. He's a sideline-to-sideline type of guy, and he just sheds blocks very easily. And it's the kind of guy that if you don't get in his way, he's going to make the tackle.
Well, then let's cross sides to College of San Mateo. They have a great running back, number 9, George Nafahu. Tell us a little about him.
George Nafahu, now here's a guy that's got some historical impact coming up because he's approaching some very significant records today. We could see an historic day out here this afternoon. And he's a guy that doesn't do a lot of different things. He's the kind of guy that runs in between the tackles, and he's going to run over people. Kind of a straight-ahead, downhill power runner.
And with College of San Mateo, they do have one of the top-ranked defenses in the state, and they have a tough guy up the middle, the defensive MVP of the NorCal Conference, Rika Levy. Tell us a little about him.
Yeah, the MVP really says it all. He's a big 300-pound guy. He's big and physical, but he's athletic. He's the kind of guy that you really want to double team, Jason. The problem is they got 300-pounders all over that line, and you just can't double team everybody.
Well, Tony, this should be a great matchup today. Number 2, College of San Mateo takes on number 3, American River College. We'll be right back with the bowl kickoff.
We're taking people to unique venues around San Mateo County, and we're meeting people behind the scenes.
So, Bob, how did you get involved in this? It seems like you're a car guy. When did you become a wine guy?
I had to come up with the name for the cars.
Now, how many acres do you have altogether?
Well, there's over 300 acres total up here, all of which is in an open space easement, so we're not developing it. It's agricultural land, but we've got at the moment 30 acres under vine up here, most of which is Chardonnay and Pinot Noir.
Did you have a background in dairy farming of any kind, or how did this all evolve?
No, I didn't. I didn't know anything about them, but when I look back at it, I really learned how to look after the goats very deeply.
We started, myself and my business partner, Michael Rothenberg, in 1976.
If you'd like more information on becoming a Peninsula TV sponsor or in having your venue shown on TV, just contact our Penn TV team. We'll be happy to help you. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to the 9th annual Botham Bulldog Bowl. I'm Jason Neal, alongside me is Tony Schultz for a great one between the number 2 College of San Mateo Bulldogs and the visiting number 3 team, the American River College Beavers. And well, ladies and gentlemen, today's Botham Bulldog Bowl is brought to you by Robert A. Bothman Incorporated of San Jose, a general engineering construction company that understands both the design and performance aspects of today's state-of-the-art athletic facilities. Today's game is being played at a stadium and field constructed by Botham. And well, Tony, we're right before kickoff here for the 9th annual Bulldog Bowl. It should be a great one.
Yeah, you got the Bulldogs looking for win number 10 this year. And the Beavers looking for a 9th win this season.
This kickoff will go out of bounds. So Scott Agee right away on the kickoff. The Bulldogs won the toss and chose to defer. That means, Tony, we'll see their great defensive squad with Rika Levy and company. What do you look for them this afternoon?
Well, they're going to be tough to run again. We talked about in the open the 300-pounders across that front line, guys that don't give up a whole lot of running room against a team that runs the ball extremely well. And I look for that the deception to really kind of get to them. But here, check out the Beavers on offense. And this is, quarterbacks. Hicks is going to get the start here today. And a couple of quarterbacks have been combined have been very effective this year.
Should be a great one, and Rice gets the snap with a 4-receiver set, looking to go down the field, and right away incomplete, looking for number 6, Adonis Griffin.
Boy, you saw the defense there, right into double coverage. The safety was coming over here to the near side, and really lucky that ball was overthrown, or likely would have been intercepted.
So Bulldogs come in one of the top-ranked defenses. They had about 6 to 8 all-conference defensive players, including Rika Levy and that big defensive line, Tony.
You talked about 300-pounders. We'll talk about it more as we go along here, but those guys are getting bigger and bigger every year.
And just like that, they hand it off to Drake Toffe, who we mentioned in the opening. He gets about a yard, tackled by a gang of Bulldogs. See who they award that one to. It's too many down there.
And you see him trying to go over that left side, and the defense gets out there quick. We talked about this line being so big, but they are mobile. They can get out there. It looked like he wanted to turn the corner on that left side, but there was just nowhere to go.
So Taylor Mashak, one of the best defensive backs that the Bulldogs have, made that tackle. So they got 3 receivers out to the right. Tyler Trozine, the main one that we wanted to mention, their best receivers in the middle there between those 3 here close to the sideline. Looking to throw. And Rice will hold on and run it, and he's going to go absolutely nowhere.
Well, good defensive stop here by the Bulldogs. He tried to take off and really just slipped down when he tried to make that cut. But you got to give credit to the defense there for getting the 3 and out.
So Mike Hicks tackled down by none other than the defensive MVP of North Cal Conference, Rika Levy. And just like that, 3 and out for American River, what seems to be the Bulldogs' MO on defense this year, Tony. And now they got Quincy Nelson deep on the punt.
And you talk about a guy who took one back last week, and he's had other exciting plays called back this year, and this is going to be a shank anyway.
And that's a straight-up terrible punt.
But you wonder how much the Beavers really wanted to punt to him anyway, probably thinking they want to angle for the sideline, and that made the shank possible.
Cameron southward with that punt. Must have came off the side of his foot, and the Bulldogs will start on their own 40-yard line. So right away, Casey Wichman in this high-powered running offense with George Nafahu. And you were saying earlier he's looking for a record-breaking day.
It could be a record-breaking day. Touchdowns and yards in a season. And Julian Edelman, the New England Patriot, on that list of guys he's trying to pass here. So a big day here for Navajo and the Bulldogs.
So just like that, they have their 2 slot men and George Navajo in the backfield. They said Nelson in motion, and he'll hand it off to the big guy, Navajo up the middle, and he's gang tackled after he got about 7 to 8 yards on that play.
Yeah, but as a defender here, looking against this kind of offense, you're wondering, is the tailback got it? Is the quarterback going to keep it? They're going to give it to the back coming up the middle, and you just don't know. Take a look at the replay there, and it's just right up the middle, and really it's just a situation of pushing the pile. I don't think the Beavers were really fooled that badly on that play.
They do have a great offensive lineman in Dominic Jackson, who's going to Alabama next season, and right away looking to throw, and he's got it out to Jared Puamau, and he's got the first down inside American River territory.
Brown out of the backfield, a little quick out pattern. They gave him just enough room, and the ball got there quickly. Really not a strength of the Bulldogs passing the football or passing with accuracy, but that was just good enough to pick up that first down.
So they give it to Ethan Clark, the defensive back from Sacramento. So it's 1st and 10 for San Mateo. They send Quincy Nelson out in the slot to the left with Kevin Kuchera, one of their top receivers. But their best speed guys on the top of your screen in Rayshawn Lee.
Looked like somebody jumped there.
And Wichman will hold it, and he's going to break away down to 30, down to 20, 10, 5, touchdown, but there is a flag.
Yeah, I think the defense jumped off. I think this is going to stand. And that was a situation where I was certainly fooled. I think the Beavers were certainly fooled too, because that hole was wide open.
Touchdown, Bulldog.
As we wait for the flag.
The result of the play is a touchdown. Prior to the play, offside, defense, number 97. This penalty is declined. 1 untimed down.
So Casey Wichman now with 9 rushing touchdowns on the season. And just like that, he broke away. He broke one for 93 yards up in Butte a couple weeks ago, and their only loss in the season, and he breaks that one loose. 49 yards. And AG's kick is good, and the Bulldogs, just like that, up 7-0. And Tony, what did you see on that drive?
Well, I think what the Beavers saw, we thought somebody else had the football initially, and you see a lot of the defenders just kind of standing still. College of San Mateo is here for you, whether you are looking to earn a certificate or degree to transfer or upgrade your skills. Apply now. Spring semester begins January the 13th. Visit collegeofsanmateo.edu or call 650-574-6161.
Well, Tony, so far American River just went 3 and out, gave up 7 points, 12:31 left here in the first quarter. Casey Wichman, the offense, already setting the pace for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, setting the pace. And again, it's just, you can't look at too much film here, Jason, to figure out who has the ball. And then even with that, you're just going to be fooled. And then once you hesitate, he who hesitates is lost. The Beavers were on that last play.
So American River looking to respond. They do have Tyler Trozine back at his own 12-yard line. This is AG's second kickoff of the game, since the first one since the the opening kickoff, and he kicked it out of bounds, Tony, so luckily for a deep one.
Not this time.
Trozine gets it at about the 3 and looking for some blockers. And he's dragged down at the 15.
Beautiful play by number 47. What else did you expect?
Like Damian Sanders, number 22, came up to make that stop.
They're going to give Willie Mays, number 47, the tackle. And looks like maybe Jordan Shepard was in there as well.
I thought it was Jordan Shepard, number 22. I was looking at the wrong roster here. But, boy, Shepard really came up from behind and make a nice tackle that time.
First and 10 for American River College on their own 15-yard line.
And the offense with their four wide receivers spread out. Do have Brian Hayes on Tyler Trozine, and he'll hold it, and he's brought down. Michael Spivey in the sack there.
Number 16,
in the tackle there.
The Bulldog charge.
Well, Michael Spivey taking on the block, getting into the backfield, and you saw the offensive lineman getting pushed into the backfield that time. And that time when the running back, anytime the running back runs into his own lineman, the play is usually dead.
And Drake Tofey was looking for some room and had nobody but Blue in front of him, and a loss of about 2.5, 3 yards. So 2nd down and 13. Hicks in the shotgun, gets a snap, trying to toss it out to Tofey. He gets it to him, trying to go down the sideline. He's knocked out of bounds. Looks like number 23, Brian Hayes there.
Brian Hayes made
and
the
he gets
stop on that play.
about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and long
Number
again.
Boy, a little hitch pass, but so many times that we're seeing this defense, they are right up on these receivers, Jason. That hitch pass is going to be tough because there's just not a whole lot of separation between them and the defensive backs.
And it's especially with some speed from Tofey. If he finds any room to run, he could explode and change this game up. So 3 receivers down here to the bottom of your screen, 1 out to the top. And 3rd down and 7, so they give him about 6 on that last play. And Hicks at quarterback. Get the snap and take off. He's going to hold it himself. And he's trying to get out there. And he's brought down by number 52, Samisi Paella.
Samisi Paella, number 52
on
the
the 4th
stop.
down.
Paella coming up to make that stop, and that's just a situation where you got to make at least one guy miss most of the time, get Jason to make a play successful, and Paella just didn't miss the tackle.
Well, it seems like so far, Tony, that the offensive line is just too pressured by that giant defensive line that the Bulldogs have.
Now, it's going to be a problem for the opponents of the Bulldogs all season long. You'd figure the Beavers going to have a problem with it today.
Southward had a pretty dismal punt last time and looking to redeem himself. And that's Nelson there, and there's already a flag, and he bobbles the ball, and the ball's on the ground. And it looks like American River's got on top of it, and the Beavers do have it.
Boy, a huge break here for American River if this stands. But boy, that flag came from the far side of the field and came very early, as if maybe one of the gunners left a little bit early. It couldn't have been a block in the back. The play didn't have time enough to develop.
I mean, as you said, the ball was still in the air when that flag was thrown. We'll look to the replay here.
But where the flag came from, that would certainly one of the line judges would make the call if the gunners were early.
Turn kick, personal foul against turn team. This foul is declined. Results of the play, 1st down, American River.
Boy, they came up with that penalty very early in that punt because that ball was not in the air very long.
Coach Brett Pollock of the Bulldogs not happy at all with that call, and just like that, Mike Hicks and the offense get the ball back.
And you don't want to give this offense too many opportunities, Jason, because they piled up a lot of yards this year. In fact, they had a 600-yard day offensively against Modesto, a game that they scored 42 points and actually lost, but they had 7 turnovers.
That's
so too many chances.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, they're going to put up a lot of points.
So the Beavers have the ball back, and they'll hand it off to Tofin. He's met quickly by Trevor Kelly and company, and he goes nowhere but a loss of 2. And Pia Batuve as well.
Boy, how many blue shirts were across the line and in the backfield that time? No chance to go anywhere that time, and really lucky that they didn't fumble the ball during the exchange. That's how quick that defensive lineman was in the backfield.
Bulldogs were looking to get that ball back quickly, and it's 2nd down and 12 with 3 receivers to your bottom of your screen. That's Trozine as well. And he's going to get it to Trozine. He's got some room to run. And he's going to dive close to the first down marker.
Almost tripped up by number 92.
Yeah, Trozine able to catch that ball coming back toward the inner part of the field, the middle of the field, and running up the middle. Able to get some good room that time. So a good play call and just kind of wheeling into the center of the field. And he found plenty of room. First time today for the Beavers.
And this is the first time they've had a third down and short. They've had 7 and 9 so far. It's third down and 2. So the American River looking for their first down of the game. And Hicks is going to get it. He's going to get down to the 30. He's just going to fall down.
Nice job by Mike Hicks. Probably would have got more yardage.
Good play by Hicks going up the middle. Looked like he was going to fake it to the outside. Did have one defender biting on that. Helped create a little bit more room for him. But that's those short yardage situations on third down really help that. You don't have to get a lot. They didn't, but it's still enough for a first down.
So what are you seeing just about 6 minutes into this first quarter from this American River offense?
Well, not a whole lot, really. Really good play here on the other side of the Bulldog defense. Unfortunately, they fumbled the punt.
So 1st and 10 off the 29-yard line. And Hicks will hold it again. He's going right up the middle, and he's going to be dragged down by number 40.
Calling his own number.
That's Jake Kearney, and Hicks holds it himself and gets about 9 yards, maybe close to the first down marker.
Good fake that time, so the defense were biting on that. Hicks able to explode up the middle, finally dragged down from behind, but another good-looking play. Hey, Jason, they gave him the extra chance, and it looks like right now the Beavers are taking advantage.
And they're taking advantage, looking to tie this game up. Bulldogs already up 7-0. It's 2nd and 1. He gets the snap, looking to throw. He's got pressure coming from Levy, and he throws it out to Tofi. And Tofi is going to be met and almost gets the first down. Might have gone it there. Jake Kearney tried to stop him.
Boy, he sure took a big hit on that last one and still kept going forward. But you got to give Hicks a lot of credit. Under pressure there, able to get away and then sort of make something out of nothing. But another play, Jason, where there was just a whole lot of pressure in that backfield.
You see here all the pressure coming at him.
Just a good move there to get away, and that quick little dump off, able to make something out of nothing.
So third down and very short. Sending Lang in motion. They toss it to him. Trying to get the first down. He's met at the line. Did he get to it?
This is going to be close. The
Bulldogs say no.
Ball carrier was Ference Lang, number 2.
Boy, it looks like they're going to mark it. Looks like it's going to be just short.
So they tossed it out to Ference Lang. The first time we've seen him from Grant High School. Be 4th down and 1, and they'll send out the kicking unit. So you're going to kick a field goal. So it looks like Southward is going to do both the punting and the kicking for American River.
Southward, this is a 37-yard attempt.
37 yards. Kick it is on its way. And it is good. So 37 yards seems nothing for Southwood. He looked like he had a good enough for about 42 yards on that kick.
Plenty of leg on that one. Everything is perfect. They cut the lead to 4. And there you had that fumble on the special teams. The Beavers not able to get a whole lot of offense thereafter, but enough to at least kick a short field goal.
So they take advantage of the turnover. The Bulldogs muff the punt and drive all the way down and get 3. So it's 7-3 with 7:12 to go here in the first quarter at the 9th annual Botham Bulldog Bowl. And since 2007, College San Mateo has been competing on their state-of-the-art athletic field built by Robert A. Bothman Incorporated of San Jose, California. Their projects range from high-performance sports fields such as this one you see here to neighborhood Little League fields. In each case, Robert A. Bothman Incorporated brings a sophistication and expertise to their work regardless of the size. Visit their website at www.bothman.com.
We're talking about American River and head coach Jerry Hayflick. And boy, they've been really piling up a lot of wins and a lot of stats. 2010 and 2011, he was coach of the year, Mid-Empire and Central Division. And a couple of years ago, they were 11-0, 5th in California, Jason, 7th nationally. In 2010, they were 10-1. And this is the place to go, just like College of San Mateo. If you want to go to a 4-year college and play football, well, ARC sent 25 players off that 2012 team to 4-year schools.
That is fantastic. Rayshon Lee's got it at about the 4. He's going up the middle, and he's met by a group of American River Beavers. And a good return to the 24-yard line. So about a 20-yard return. You're talking about going to 4-year schools. The Bulldogs have one of their best linemen, Dominic Jackson. He's going to Alabama next year.
Yeah, talk about a guy who's playing in this game and who very well, very shortly could be playing in the national championship. Alabama's kind of making it a habit.
And right away, another flag, so they call offsides against American River, and they'll re-kick it. So actually now Robert Johnson will go out there, and Michael Latu will return for the Bulldogs. So despite the muff punt, the Bulldogs defense held only for 3 points so far, Tony, and they're looking very strong on defense.
The Beavers certainly look better after they got the ball back and they had better field position. Maybe they feel like they can open things up a little bit more. But the problem that they're having is keeping that big defensive line out of their backfield and off the line of scrimmage. It's going to be very difficult today.
The Bulldogs looking to keep pushing the pace and use their power running game against American River's defense. American River was hoping to be playing for the state semifinal game until they lost last week to Sierra.
Yeah, 23-13 in Rockland. And a very fine season, but that one little stumble, and it cost you so much.
The Bulldogs feel the same way. They had one loss on the year, and that was to Butte, who's 10-0. So a short kick, Latu, at about the 18-yard line. He'll take it on up. He's the backup running back, and he's got some room. Gets out to the 40, trying to spin away, still on his feet, and pushing forward to the 44-yard line. What a great return from Michael Latu.
Great return, took on a couple of hits, and he was kind of gliding that time. Never really committed, trying to run straight ahead with full speed, but just kind of feeling through the defense and able to take on that big hit and still gain some more yards.
So the Bulldogs and Casey Wichman on their last offensive drive.
Here you take a look, and he's just kind of let his blockers get set up here, find that little hole, and then right about here he's going to take on a big hit and keep going. Here it is. Actually kind of got him run for the side. I thought that was a little more powerful, but a nice spin move there anyway.
So Wichman under center sends Jared Plamo in motion and handed off to Nafahu. He's met quickly after he gained a yard.
Yeah, Tavita Mafi coming up there to make that stop, able to shed that block, and kind of like the guys in blue on the other side, able to get away from the block, get on that line of scrimmage, or get into the backfield and disrupt the play.
Mafi is 6'2", 310 from Sacramento, and he's just a freshman, Tony.
Yeah, he's just a baby.
So 2nd and 9. Now Nelson in motion. And Wichman hold it again himself, and he drives up close to the first down. Might be a yard or two short. And Casey Wichman, again, showing why Coach Brett Pollock loves him so much. He runs his offense with that read option so well.
Yeah, he read that perfectly, because once he faked the handoff, he saw that little hole off to his right, and he went for it immediately, bursted in there, and they made a nice tackle to prevent the first down, but still a good gain on 2nd down.
So 3rd down and 2 is exactly where Coach Pollock and the Bulldogs want it to be. And they hand it off to Nafahu. He's going to get met in the backfield quickly, looked like by Mafi, but he pushes forward and gets the first down.
Well, Mafi had a chance to stop him before he got the first down, but Nafahu, we talked about what kind of back he is in the open. You saw it right there, Jason. Takes on the hit, keeps on going, and picks up a first down when they probably should have been a 4th down situation.
Nafahu has 17 touchdowns overall this year, looking to tie Sione Tavake from 2003 with 18 on the season, and looking to break that record. So 1st and 10 inside American River territory, and they toss it out to Nelson. And Nelson gets a couple blocks in front of him. And looks like Mateo pulled out from one of the guard positions and had a nice block.
Yeah, Nelson just kind of getting right behind Mateo, and just kind of right in his hip pocket and riding him down the thing. And that's another play where they kind of open things up with that little bit of a reverse, get this defense moving a little bit, find some cutback runs if they can. But that was all about following that lead blocker.
So the Bulldogs, who love to run, have thrown the ball once today to Jared Plowmau, and was complete from Wichman. And now they have sent Nelson, and there'll be a first timeout for the Bulldogs with 4:51 left to go.
First time out of the half.
And we'll go to break right now. Bulldogs lead 7-3 here in the 9th annual Botham Bulldog Bowl.
Gold Medal Martial Arts is a family martial arts center. Based on my experience as an Olympian and an Olympic gold medalist, I traveled around the world to find the best programs I could to teach our children. I retired to Foster City to develop a program that would help the children achieve their goals in life, plus physical goals. We have an awesome class for dads called Ranger Fitness. It's run by an Army Ranger. In our family classes, mom, dad, and the young children work together alongside each other to learn the martial art of Taekwondo. Then we move into our keto program, which is an awesome weight loss program for women. It's an hour-packed class of energy and fun.
It's really helped my children in school and every other thing they've done in their life so far.
You could set goals and achieve them. And that's the thing that I try to share here at Gold Medal for all our young students. Here at Gold Medal Martial Arts, our motto is excellence is earned. That means you come on the mat, you do your work, and you'll become excellent.
Hi, I'm Katie Roletto, and I'm a local professional media producer. Thanks to Penn TV's volunteer program, I was able to expand upon my experience and gain some amazing training in the areas of television production right here in the Bay Area. The staff at Penn TV is very skilled and experienced in all aspects of technical production and really helped me learn and grow. If you're interested in finding out more about Penn TV's volunteer program, please visit them at www.penntv.tv and click on the volunteer tab. Thanks, Penn TV.
And welcome back. After that timeout, 7-3 Bulldogs lead here in the Botham Bulldog Bowl. And right away, Wichman will hold himself and toss it out to Jared Puamau. He's got the first down and much more. He's going to go down the sideline, down the 10, 5, and he stepped out of bounds.
Boy, but I was completely fooled. I thought they were racing here to the near side. Instead, he was going up the field. And I'll tell you, that deception is great. And our camera guys are staying right on it, so good for them. But
great job, our camera guys. I mean, it's so hard to tell half the time where Bulldogs are going to go.
No, I'm standing way up here with a bird's eye view, and I can't see it. I don't know how the defenders can do it.
So he stepped out at the 20. Sent Nelson in motion, almost got a defender to pull off. So Wichman changing the play at the line. 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. Now Puamau's in motion. Wichman will hold it again. Wichman gets all the way down to the 15 for about 5 yards.
On the keeper, fake to Devahu. Kept him himself.
Went with that fake, that dive play. Wichman able to take it over, but a pretty good play that time, I think, by the Beavers. Not fooled as much by that play, but it's just, I'm looking down here at least 3 times this year. I'm looking at one way, the ball's going the other way.
It's so beautifully mastered by the Bulldogs that you get confused on defense. And now they hand it off to Nafahu up the middle, and he's going to be met by basically the entire front line of the defense of the Beavers.
And we talked about Nafahu and those records, that historic day, trying to break Julian Edelman's single-season yardage record, and he also set the single-season touchdown record also within his sights there this afternoon, and getting very close to that, because when they get down near the goal line, you bet Nafahu's going to get the football.
And you have to almost guarantee it, especially with the way he runs between the tackles so well. So it's 3rd down and 2. Nelson in motion. They're going to toss it out to Nelson. Gets a couple blocks. Gets to the 10. Pushing his way down towards the 5, all the way down to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for College of San Mateo.
Boy, they had a corner blitz coming out from that far side. Jason, looking in the backfield the whole way. I thought maybe they were playing zone at first, but they were just looking to blitz coming off the ball, and you could see her coming wide and really able to run right up inside of that.
3 minutes remaining here in the first period.
So 1st down and goal from the 6. Kuchera is the one on the bottom of your screen that you can't see, and Rayshon Lee at the top. Up the middle with Nafahu.
I think Wichman ended up keeping that ball.
See, even got me confused. Wichman holds that one, goes almost nowhere.
Well, between the 2 of us and our 4 eyes, hopefully we'll be able to figure out who's got the football.
So he did get 2, so he's on the 4. So it's 2nd down and goal from the 4 with 2.5 to go in the first quarter. That just keeps flying by. So Wichman under center. Nelson in motion. He holds it, tosses it out to Nelson. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Called to San Mateo, and a flag comes out late.
Well, that was a nice block on the outside, provided by number 41, Jared Puamau, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Holding, offense,
and bring
number
that
8,
touchdown back.
10-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
So Rayshon Lee caught with the penalty of holding on the outside there. So now it'll be 2nd down and goal from very long.
Well, a couple of good blocks. Unfortunately, one was a little too good. That's because of the hold, but that block on the outside was nice and allowing the runner to cut back up inside, but push it back with the penalty.
So all the way back to the 11. Nelson again in motion. Ball back out. Changing the play. They've only thrown the ball once today. Now Puamau in motion. Handing off to Nafahu, pushing forward. He'll get back to 6, so he'll get 5 yards from that penalty. It'll be 3rd and goal. And they're going to say number 96, Matthew Rashad, with that tackle.
Well, with all the deception, Jason, they still go back to power football. And that's Nafajo up the middle, and it's just our guys trying to push your guys off the line of scrimmage and create some room. Able to do it there. But still, the Beavers do have a few yards to give here, trying to hold them to at least a field goal.
So 3rd and goal for Wichman in the offense. Looking to throw. He's got Lee trying to make a man miss, and he's hit at the line, and he dives into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. What an effort from Rayshawn Lee.
Oh, Rayshawn Lee. Boy, I'll tell you, you talk about an effort. Gets the ball on the outside. He's got to make that first man miss, and then comes up and takes a huge hit at the goal line and goes right through it for the score.
Way to stay on his feet, pushing forward. An unbelievable play from the Bulldogs. And Wichman gets a throwing touchdown to go along with his rushing touchdown. And Rayshawn Lee showing the toughness of the Bulldogs. So now AG looking to go perfect at the PATs. And he does have this one. He's missed a couple this season. And it's now 14-3 with 1:38 left to go in the first quarter, Tony.
Excellent drive by the Bulldogs. He said they've thrown just a couple of passes, but they've been effective. One for a touchdown, one for a first down. So you sprinkle in. There's that, makes that one guy miss, takes on the big hit. I thought his knee might have touched there momentarily, but able to stay on his feet and get to the end zone. Great play.
Ethan Clark, the defensive back from Monterey Trail High School in Sacramento, tried to deny him the touchdown, and he was not to be denied, Tony.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you like to go ahead and apply that big hit and lay the wood, but sometimes it is better to wrap up.
Unbelievable drive. Bulldogs answer the 3-point field goal after their muffed fumble and drive about a short length of the field to start about their own 44-yard line after a couple penalties and they kick off. And they've had 2 short fields and they've taken advantage of it both times.
Yeah, right now the Beavers scratching their heads a little bit on defense. You know, they had 2 defensive possessions. They both resulted in touchdowns. So it's kind of back to the drawing board and see how we're going to get this Bulldog offense stopped.
So American River looking to find a way to get into the end zone for the first time today. They only have a 37-yard southward field goal. Now Tyler Trozine waiting. Another short kick. It's going to bounce at the 16 and picked up by Trozine. Trying to push forward. The ball comes out. And looks like Giffin's got it, and he's trying to make a way around. And he's going to be pushed down at the 18-yard line. And what a crazy event that's happened right there. So we had a muffed punt, now muffed kickoff.
Well, I'll tell you, talk about holding the 4-leaf clover in your pocket. The Cardinal sin on the special teams plays is you catch the ball, you don't catch the ball on the fly. You don't want to do that first. So he lets the ball bounce. It takes a fortuitous bounce, comes right back to him. Then he's stripped here and fumbled, and there's just Johnny on the spot to pick it up. So a couple of lucky breaks on that one play here for the Beavers.
So Hicks in the offense. Again, they go 4 wide receivers, and they do have him in the shotgun with Drake Tofey, their running back, to his right. Gets the snap. He's now rolling to his right, getting a couple blocks. He's throwing it. He just caught. It's number 84, Tyler Young from Orangeville, California. Nice catch by Tyler Young there.
Tyler Young lined up in that slot position here on the near side, and kind of that little waggle route. You go out, you run in, and you cut back really quick. Able to get him the ball pretty quickly, make a nice play out of it.
One of their best pass plays of the day. They've been running very well with Hicks as the quarterback holds most today so far. And he'll hand it off to Tofey. And he's going to be met right at the line. That's Kelly, Levy, and Kearney all there for the Bulldogs.
4 wide receiver spread, Jason. They're continuing to spread them out in this spread offense. And then you figure with all the guys spread out covering one-on-one, the rest of the guys in the line of scrimmage, not a whole lot of help on that second level. You figure if they can get one to the line of scrimmage quickly, they could end up with a big play.
Maybe a screen pass. We haven't seen that yet from American River. It's 3rd down, about 4. Rolling. He's got pressure. Ball comes out. And American River will somehow recover. But Jake Kearney came in and laid Hicks down and knocked the ball loose.
Oh, you saw Jake Kearney come right in. Couple of blue shirts right on the quarterback immediately. And again, really a bad situation now for the Beavers, 4th and a mile.
And
but I'll tell you, here you go right there. And there's just nowhere to go. I mean, 3 shirts around him. And very fortunate again here for the Beavers that recovered that fumble. And that should do it for the first quarter.
So after 1 quarter of play, Bulldogs lead 14-3, and they will look to receive the punt here in the 9th annual Botham Bulldog Bowl.
Bulldogs 14, American River College 3.
So we will now go to a break. Bulldogs 14 visiting American River Beavers 3.
Psst. Hey, need some video work done? We can do that. We do all that video stuff. We can even put your video on that internet thingy. At Peninsula TV, we do full-blown in-studio production, talk shows, performances, speeches, anything. Remote multi-camera production, on location, at your event. And for the budget-minded, single camcorder production in high definition. We'll take your video project from first idea to finished product. For more info, contact Peninsula TV.
Hey guys, Will Durst here for my good friends, well, acquaintances at Penn TV, the place for what's happening in San Mateo County, and lots more too. Visit Penn TV on your local cable TV provider or live on the web at www.penntv.tv. Hey, they do good stuff.
And welcome back to the 9th annual Botham Bulldog Bowl. Bulldogs are up 14-3 over American River. Coming into the second quarter, I'm Jason Neal. Alongside me is my broadcast partner, Tony Schultz. And the Bulldogs look to get another punt with Quincy Nelson deep.
Boy, they look like they don't want any part of Quincy Nelson. Angling here for the sideline.
Beautiful high.
That's a pretty good job of it there.
Once again, number 12, Cameron Southward.
Sorry, Tony. It's going to say it's bounced out at the 48-yard line. Again, another short field for College of San Mateo.
You know, that's one thing when the defense produces that. You have to punt deep in your own end. But also when you have a kick returner or a punt returner that people want to stay away from, you're going to get good field position. And College of San Mateo is going to get good field position here again.
Quincy Nelson's been taking punts all year, but they also an injured player, number 15, Sam Matoi, one of their best defensive backs. He also made the all-conference defensive team. He's injured today, and he was also one of their top punt returners as well.
We talked about San Mateo going for a 10-win season. Nothing new for College of San Mateo. 81, 2003, and in 2009, other 10-win seasons for the Bulldogs.
So they're looking for their first 10-win season since that state title run that they had that they just lost here at home in 2009 by 1 point to Mount San Antonio. The Bulldogs right away, Tony, 5 first downs to the 1 of American River in the first quarter.
Yeah, you take a look at that those yardage, 10 carries, just 3 yards.
So they handed. Richmond will hold it, go for 2 yards, but a flag came out quickly.
Yeah, thrown by the line judge, like somebody was offside.
So it might be going against the Bulldogs.
Offside. No. Defense, number 92, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So freshman Jordan Carroll with the flag from Roseville on the defensive line there.
So sometimes just by where the flag's coming from, Jason, that's where you know what's going to happen. If the umpire in that linebacker position throws it, chance of that's holding on the offensive line. If it comes from the line judge, that means somebody's offside.
So you're right that time. 5 yards, 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs. And right away, you talk about yardage differential right now. Total plays, 15 for American River, 24 yards. Bulldogs 14 coming into this with 122. And Richmond looking to throw, and he's hit hard and brought down.
Boy, had time initially. Got to give the coverage some credit down there because he had to hold it just a 1/10 of a second, a little too long. And then the defense able to get to him. But, you know, this time a straight drop back and held the ball for a little while. Looked like the Bulldogs trying to go a little deeper down the field. Haven't seen that from them so far.
They have not done that very often this season. Jordan Carroll, who had that offsides penalty, came back with a sack that time. So making up for it. So 2nd down and long. And Richmond holds it. And he's got the first down and more down the sideline. And all the way down to about the 23-yard line. A great run from Casey Wichman.
Yeah, on the right side of that offensive line really took care of the left side of the defense of the Beavers, able to create that big hole. Take another look at it here.
And a first down.
That quick fake keeps it. That's just such a beautiful thing. And look at that hole right there. And you can see the blue shirts downfield pushing all the white shirts off. And we caught in that backwash of that great blocking scheme.
Again, they toss out to Nelson. He gets a couple blocks himself, pushing forward. trying to get to the first down marker. He gets about 7 or 8 that time.
Quincy Nelson, the ball carrier, tripped up on the play by
Take a look at this. Super Bowl rings held by former CSM players and coaches. And take a look at some of the names on this list. Bill Walsh, John Madden, and Dick Vermeil. A who's who of coaches there.
You want to talk about top coaching pro, college, and Hall of Famers. Bill Walsh, John Madden, and Dick Vermeil all came from San Mateo.
Incredible. Very rich history of football here.
As they say, they always brag about it as Navarro pushes forward, staying on his feet. He looks like he got the first down. The West Coast offense was built here with Bill Walsh when he was coaching.
Yeah, they always used to call it should have called it the Midwest offense. Really got formed when Bill was an assistant under Paul Brown in Cincinnati and brought it here. And of course, you win when you win 3 and then 4 and then 5 Super Bowls with it. That's who's going to get the credit, and certainly Bill Walsh deserved a lot of credit. And really, he would have had a job much sooner, but Paul Brown kind of dissed him a little bit.
Coach Balk would someday maybe love to follow in those footsteps. Bill Walsh, John Madden again looking to throw, and he threw it, and Kevin Kuchera was not even looking, but he also threw it almost into the arms of one of the backers for American River.
The first couple of passes, Jason, that short one for the first down and then the one for the touchdown looked pretty good, but you saw in both those times still not a whole lot of room for the receivers. One time they tried to go downfield, they got sacked. Here that almost looked like an interception. Maybe they would be better served just to run the ball.
And to go along with San Mateo's all-conference defensive players, they also have a couple of their own defensive backs that are all-conference as well from American River.
Yeah, sort of the all-stars on both sides here, all over the place today.
They toss it out again to Nelson. He's hit hard once, and he's going to be brought down. That's number 99, Tavita Mafi.
Leading the charge here, number 97.
Boy, and Malcolm Scott, number 8, push his numerical counterpart, Rayshawn Lee, right back into the ball carrier to disrupt this play. They're trying to go to the right side, and here they come up and bam, right into him. And again, when you're a runner and you run into your own blocker, chances are the play is dead, and it was there.
That was absolutely incredible defensive play by number 8, Malcolm Scott. So it's 3rd down and 14 on the 16-yard line. And he's actually going to throw this time. Looking, dropping back, throwing it. Caught to Lee into the end zone. Touchdown, College of San Mateo.
Boy, Lee is having himself a day, and that time Wichman, you see how clean that pocket was that time? Able to step up and deliver and get the ball outside. So, hey, actually they have a multi-purpose offense. Forget everything I just said.
Well, they love to run, and when you love to run, you get those lanes open to pass, and he had plenty of time. Threw it to wide open Rayshawn Lee, 16 yards into the end zone. And now Scott Agee looks to make this an 18-point game. And he gets this one. It's 21-3 with 11:44 to go in the first half, Tony.
You play on short fields, and this is usually what happens, but at some point the defense is going to have to get these guys stopped, and you see how clean that pocket is. Throw it out to the receiver here on the near side. Double coverage was over there, but the safety was way late, and the corner was beaten.
So we thought we'd have a close one quickly between number 2 and number 3 in the NorCal region. Right behind Butte, both of these teams. Both these teams could have been playing for a state championship, Tony, and right now, one is dominating the other by 18 points. Bulldogs over the Beavers.
Well, you think about the Beavers first offensively, the best defense is a good offense. They got to keep that going and somehow keep this Bulldog offense off the field. But on the other side, look, they've had the ball 3 times. They've scored 3 touchdowns. So if you're the defense here of the Beavers, you just got to get these guys stopped. They got the 1 sack and had a couple of good plays, but then the big plays keep coming, and it's 21-3.
Well, when we came into this game, Casey Wichman and Mike Hitz were the main quarterbacks to look at. And let's talk about what Casey Wichman's done so far today, throwing and running, Tony.
Well, the running has been great, and he's only thrown a few passes, but that last one was great there for the touchdown. But you look up, he's got a couple of touchdown passes. So if you're the Beavers, how do I stop these guys?
So they took Trozine out and put Ferentz Lang deep. And he gets it about his own 4. Trying to go to the outside. He's hit hard.
Brought down by number 47.
Number 47 of the Bulldogs, Willie Mays. Willie Mays, a former name known here in San Francisco. Getting the tackle.
The Say Hey Kid making the stop. But I thought that was going to be a block in the back there almost. It was looking like some contact there, but here you see here, it looks like initially he's going to have some room, and then right from the top of your screen, here they come. And I thought this was going to be a block in the back here. Didn't matter anyway, he still made the stop.
looked like he was going nowhere, even with number 52, Samisi Paella, right there with him. So Hicks in the offense. So he rolls out to his right, and he's going to hand it off to Tofi. Tofi trying to go up the middle, and Michael Spivey meets him there, and he maybe got to the original line of scrimmage, might have gotten one.
But those linebackers, the Bulldogs, not fooled by that play. They were not drawn to the outside. They stayed in the middle. And then when Tofi got the handoff, came to that middle of the field, a trio of blue shirts ready to get him.
You got Michael Spivey and Jake Kearney, those inside linebackers, Samisa Paella, who started this game. Just absolutely outstanding so far.
Spivey led the team in tackles, 4.5 sacks this year, and an interception. And read that play perfectly that last time.
Throwing it, and he overthrows his receiver. That's Tyler Young. And that'll be 3rd down and 9.
You talk about field position as an important aspect of football, and certainly the Bulldogs have had that in their favor. Their 3 drives starting midfield or so, and every time it seems the Beavers get the ball, they're backed up deep in their own end.
And the only time they had a great field position was when Quincy Nelson muffed the punt, and they only got 3 points out of that. So 3rd down and 9 with 11:02 to go here in the first half. Hicks in the gun. He's going to roll out to his right, looking to throw, tossing it, looking for his receiver. That's Giffen, incomplete. He overthrew him. And great defensive stoppage there by Deshane Hines.
Yeah, and Hines running stride for stride with the wide receiver down on that far side of the field, and then the safety lurking over there. That's kind of one of those, well, you want to stay away from those double teams as much as possible because that ball stayed in the air a long time.
Shane Hines, one of the many all-conference players for the Bulldogs, especially on defense, to go with Wika Levy and company. So Nelson again deep. I've been trying to avoid him all day. And one bad punt early on from southward, and the whistle blows.
We're a late substitution. Looks like the Bulldogs a little confused here, so they call timeout.
2nd timeout of the half.
So the Bulldogs call timeout. They lead 21-3 here in the 9th annual Botham Bulldog Bowl, and we'll head on to another break here from College of San Mateo.
Check out the Peninsula TV studio with over 2,000 square feet of space in the auditorium of the Samtrans building in San Carlos. One studio, many looks. From a simple talk show to an onstage production, from musical performances to business webcasts, PowerPoint presentations, Skype interviews. With our state-of-the-art control room, we're one mouse click away from going live from our studio to the internet or to Peninsula TV. For more information, call 650-637-1936 or use the Contact Us form at pentv.tv.
And welcome back to the 9th annual Botham Bulldog Bowl. I'm Jason Neal alongside my broadcast partner Tony Schultz. Bulldogs lead 21-3 over American River, and they're looking for the punt. Quincy Nelson deep for San Mateo. And they came in close. He's hit. There's a flag. Quincy Nelson is going to make that catch.
That's going to be roughing.
Beautiful punt by Cameron southward, especially from deep in his own territory.
Well, contact with the kicker.
Flag down.
Guy was unable to protect himself, and they did make some contact. Let's see if the Beavers are going to turn this into a 1st down.
Isaac Watson was back there looking to try to block that. Flag did came around the area of roughing the kicker, running into the kicker.
Running into the kicker.
That's not the automatic 1st down.
This penalty is declined. Results of the play, 1st down, San Mateo.
So American River declines the penalty.
They got a good punt, so they'll take that instead of just taking the 5 yards. And without the automatic 1st down, you might as well just go ahead and, take that good punt. And the field position not as good here for the Bulldogs.
So at 21-3, Tony, what does American River have to do to stop this Bulldog offense?
Well, somehow they're going to have to come up with some big plays and force some turnovers, because so far from what I've seen, I just don't know that they can put enough plays together in a row to really get them stopped. We saw them get a couple of plays, but then, right away, the next play or two, the Bulldogs end up getting a big play. So really, it's kind of a strip it, get that football back.
So American River looking to stop the Bulldogs for the first time as they're on offense. Nelson now looking to throw a little trickery coming from Coach Ball down the field for Rayshawn Lee. He's got it, and he's going to go all the way to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. A little trickery from San Mateo. Unbelievable.
Oh, what a great play that was. Quincy Nelson, is he having himself a day or what? Mr. Touchdown here today. And you saw the coming to the outside, and really, you can see the Beavers were full all the way downfield. The receiver got wide open behind the defense, and Nelson threw a really nice pass.
A beautiful pass to Rayshawn Lee. It almost looked like it didn't have enough air underneath it, but then Rayshawn Lee found a way to escape and get all the way free for the touchdown. And now the Bulldogs are looking to go up by 25 points.
We're not wasting any time. And we were talking, you know, off air before this, how important it was going to be for the Beavers to get a stop and, you know, not allow another touchdown here. And in one play, they allow the touchdown. So as far as how to stop them, I'm not really sure. Right now, the Beavers aren't sure either.
And here, let's look at this beautiful play one more time.
55 yards. It's Bulldogs.
Boy, you take this. He's got a man wide open, and he just hurls it. And you see how far past Rayshawn is passed. I mean, there's almost not even a defender inside the picture that time, and Rayshawn was that wide open, and that's just a situation where they just bought that fake.
An unbelievable play. They bought the fake, one play into the end zone for the Bulldogs, and American River did not see that coming.
So Rayshawn Lee, a bowl game record here, 3 touchdowns. That is the record for a Bulldog Bowl. So Rayshawn Lee's having himself quite a day.
And what a day. And now Tyler Trozine is back deep for American River. One of his better kicks of the day. Gets it at the 8. Trozine, best receiver for American River, falls down at the 25-yard line.
Wilson on the return gets it out to the 25-yard line where it'll be American River College. What do you need? If Jackie Arslan is still in the house, could you please come up to the press box? Jackie Arslan.
Now let's see. Now it's imperative here. Go ahead.
As you mentioned, Rayshawn Lee with this bowl game record with 3 touchdowns already. He only had 2 receiving touchdowns on the year coming into this game.
Saving it for the postseason. Way to go, Rayshawn. And such a well-designed play that time on an offense that is just, to say the least, clicking on all cylinders.
Hicks gets the snap. He hands it off to Tofi up the middle. He gets about 3 yards there.
Tofi, the ball carrier.
Yeah, and here's a situation here when you want to go to your main guy, Tofi, but you know, 10:24, still so much time left here. I don't necessarily think it's time to get out of a certain game plan here, but like we get back to the defense, either you figure out a way to stop them or this one's just going to get way, way out of hand.
So the Bulldogs looking to keep punishing American River. American River trying to find the end zone for the first time today. Now he's swapping Tofi onto his other side, his right side. Still in the gun, fakes the handoff, and Hicks, some of the best plays have been him running. He runs, and he gets about another yard. It's like Jake Kearney and Rika Levy down there near that tackle.
Yeah, you see Jake and Rika holding stout on that line and looking to run and trying to find some room in there. And there's maybe little creases, little crevices, but just not enough to really break away.
So again, 3rd down and long for American River, and they seem like they've been in this all day long.
I mean, it's been a really long first half here for the Beavers, and we still got 9.5 minutes to go.
So in the gun, try and throw it short to his receiver, but he's met quickly by the Shane Hines, and that's Griffin from Florin High School in Oakland, California.
Yeah, Griffin trying to come back to the ball. They used that play earlier when he kind of wheels around back to the inside. They used it successfully earlier, but again, when you have these defensive backs so close to the line of scrimmage, Jason, it's really hard. Look, they try to get an lineman out there to set up some type of a screen pass, and he just can't get out there quick enough.
Sully Weifels trying to get a block there, nothing doing against this Bulldog defense. And now Southward will have to punt it again to Quincy Nelson. And this is a short punt once again, and it's going to go out of bounds quickly.
Well, that's the second shank of the game. So again, the Bulldogs going to start out in great field position. And how many times have we said that this afternoon?
It seems like almost every play they've had, or every drive so far as well, they've been at midfield or closer.
You know, they gave up what, you know, just a handful of yards when they gave up the field goal after the fumbled punt. But really, that's probably it as far as what the Bulldogs have not done right. Everything else has gone according to plan, without question.
Coach Bollock said earlier this week he just wants you to play physical football and try to make an offense that the other team has never seen before, and so far they have. And now they toss it out to Plowmouth. He's going to go down the sideline. He's got a lot of room to run. Will he stay in bounds? All the way down to the 10-5. He's tripped up. And he almost went the distance on the first play. And there is an American River player down, but he's going to get back up.
Boy, Plowmouth showing some pretty good speed getting out there, but again, the deception works so well. They fake the dive play going to the inside. Then they roll out to the outside, and the defense is thinking, is he going to keep it? No, he's not going to keep it. He flips it out, and Plowmouth able to get down the sideline with big yardage.
Ethan Clark saved the touchdown on that play.
41 yards.
41-yard run by Jared Plowmouth. And it's 1st and 10 inside the red zone once again on the 11-yard line of the Beavers. We're going to hand it off to Nafahu, pushing forward, still pushing forward, moving that pile, and into the end zone for a touchdown. 11 yards of straight power running.
I think that is a record-setting, a record-tying touchdown there for Nafahu as he gets number 18 on the year, and that's really his MO. We talked about it in the open. There wasn't any room there. He just plowed up the middle, kept going. They couldn't stop him churning those legs, and he gets in the end zone. You talk about yards after contact. I think there was contact immediately on that play.
6 feet, 225 sophomore from the area from San Mateo High School. And he just tied Sione Tavake from 2003 with 18 touchdowns in one season.
Congratulations to the young man.
Extra point by Scott Agee.
And Agee perfect on the day. Makes it 35-3.
Bulldogs increased their lead.
Well, you take a look at George, who he's tied with Julian Edelman, Mario Balistrasi. They all had 17 as well, and now he's passed them, tied with Tavake with 18. And I got a feeling he's going to break that record today.
And with the way it's going, maybe he can in the first half. 35-3 with 8:06 left to go in the first half in the 9th annual Botham Bulldog Bowl. And Tony, it's pure College of San Mateo domination right now.
You know, I don't have to look at any statistics. 6 times they've had the ball, 5 touchdowns. That says it all right there.
Unbelievable. And that one time that they tried to get the ball was a muff punt that led to 3 points. Otherwise, this could be 42-0, 35-0. They're lucky to have 3 points for American River. Bulldogs getting ready to kick this one off. Tyler Trozine deep, his own 9-yard line. And kickoffs have not been their specialty on return so far today for American River. So a decent kick. Caught at the 12. Taking on up to the 30. And he hits a big pile and he's hit hard.
That got the fans going. It's almost one of those woo hits when the crowd goes woo.
Number 37.
Really enjoyed that.
Steven Stewart making the crowd go woo on that one there.
I'm saying ouch. But at least for the Beavers, a pretty good starting field position, actually. Here's that replay. Able to catch the ball on that short kick with a chance to return. Picked up a couple of good blocks and then just a big cluster out in front. And there comes that big hit, and right to the ground he goes.
So new quarterback, Jake Biss, and he hands it off to Ferris Lang. He's hit hard by Jake Kearney, and he loses a couple of yards. So they take out Hicks. They bring in the backup, number 16, Jake Biss.
And Biss, who's been the starter for most of the year, 174 yards coming in. That was second in the Valley Conference. 18 touchdowns. That was third. Did have the 9 interceptions, but Hicks obviously ineffective here today, and they go back to Biss. And Biss has got a major hole to dig the Beavers out of right now.
So a loss of 3 on the run by Lang. And Biss, 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 up on top. He's looking to his left, trying to get to Trozine. It's off his arms and incomplete.
Yeah, boy, they're using, I thought they were using some type of a combination route with the trips left here, and it kind of looks like they were running into each other more than anything else. Looks like sometimes you'll get the couple of those receivers going forward to set up that wide receiver bubble screen, and I don't know if they were on the same page right there because that just looked like a big cluster.
Came close to maybe Brian Hayes intercepting that ball as well. He almost jumped that route. So 3rd down and 13. So 3 receivers on the bottom of the screen, Young, Trozine. He's got some pressure coming from behind him. He's just going to throw it incomplete. And Paella on the pressure.
Well, you saw everybody running go routes down the field that time. And yet that takes the play, that takes a while to develop, so he's going to have to hold on to the ball as Biz. And by the time he's ready to let it go, there's just too much pressure on him.
Might have been looking for wide receiver Anthony Wright, number 80, but nothing doing. Samisi Paella with the pressure from behind, hitting him as he threw. And another punt coming from American River. 7:13 to go. Bulldogs up 35-3. And a good punt this time. Nelson hits his chest and it drops, but he gets right back on top of it. Almost muffed his second punt of the day, Tony.
They threw a flag as well, coming from back on this side of the field. But that could have been a nice break there for the Beavers, but unfortunately, the Bulldogs able to cover it up. Do you want to get in shape, have fun, and work toward a rewarding career in fitness? If you said yes, then register now for the Pilates Instructor Training Program at College of San Mateo. Classes begin January 14th. Sign up now. Space is limited.
Result, 1st down, San Mateo.
For more information, visit collegeofsanmateo.edu/Pilates.
So it's a 15-yard penalty. And now let's go to the replay here.
Well, almost a type of a break that the Beavers really need. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs able to cover that quickly. Quincy Nelson nearly had the fumble, but able to get back on it. And now, at least for the Beavers, the Bulldogs starting deeper in their own end.
So it was a holding penalty during your little PSA reading there, Tony. So the Bulldogs will start at their worst field position of the day on their own 24-yard line. And they hand it to George Tafalo, pushing forward, trying to break free down the 40, and he's all the way down to the 43-yard line, so he gets 19 yards on that run, and again, he just runs right up the middle between those tackles and keeps pushing forward.
Boy, that time the offensive line really did a good job because he had room initially coming across the line, able to find some room, make a guy miss. Here, nice little cutback, picking up some nice blocks as they get that seal. He's able to get up the middle, breaks another tackle there. So actually, not a particularly elusive guy, but showing a little elusiveness right there, Jason.
And again, handing it off. And no, he's going to hold it again. Again, he just confused me with that read option one more time, Tony. Again, this confusing running offense at times for defenses and for announcers here. And he gains a good chunk of yards, about 9 yards on that run for Wichman.
Yeah, it's for announcers, it's not our favorite because we like to be on the play immediately and follow all the way through, but we're playing a guessing game up here.
So now they have Mark Johnson and Levander Moore as receivers out there on the field. And they might be trying to get George that elusive 19th touchdown. They hand it off to him this time. And he has the 1st down and inside American River territory at the 43-yard line.
I mean, you talk about downhill runners and power runners. The way you get to be a downhill runner is your offensive line has to be good because they have to have that hole for you. So when you get to that line of scrimmage, Jason, it's not about juking or making somebody miss. It's about hitting a hole and hitting it with authority. And several times the offensive line has given him that opportunity, and when they have it, he's still able to make yards.
So 1st and 10 inside American River territory on the Beavers 13. They toss it out to Robert Johnson. He's down to the 35 and trying to get a block.
Robert Johnson running hard on the end around.
From Plowmouth, and again a late flag.
As you can see.
And that was number 23, Nathaniel Smith there on the tackle. Looks like someone took their helmet off.
Yeah, we'll wait and check on the flag, but
holding offense. Number 4, 10-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
So that's receiver Mark Johnson on the hold.
It should go from, that'll be a spot of the foul penalty, and it will back up the Bulldogs. But one thing you've seen here from College of San Mateo that you've been watching all year is that it's not just a vanilla run between the tackles offense. They do that kind of as their base offense, but obviously they have a few wrinkles here and there coming to the outside with some of those reverses.
They do little reverses, the little option pitch routes from Wichman, or Wichman holding himself, and then at times, as you see today with Rayshawn Lee, throw the ball and a little trickery, which I haven't seen all season. And Wichman now holds it again. And he gets about 4 yards from that penalty back. He's second down and 11.
Going to mark him back just short of the original line of scrimmage when this set started. And we tick down to about 5 minutes to go here in this first half, which been a long first half of the Beavers. But College of San Mateo, I mean, they've played, you could just really say, just a perfect half of football.
And that's exactly what Coach Pollock was hoping to have coming into this game. You know, even without freshman DJ Peluso, number 21, who's had a great season as well. And he's going to fake off the toss, looking to throw it down the field to Moore, and it's just off his hands.
Boy, Richmond delivered a nice ball that time, a little bit too high. Moore was there, able to get up off the ground and trying to get it. Got his hands on the ball, couldn't quite pull it down. But boy, he was right in between the corner and the safety. That ball was really thrown perfectly, other than a little too much height.
Richmond this year came in with a 53.6 completion percentage with 10 touchdowns and 8 interceptions coming into this game. Now he's got 12 touchdowns throwing. Sorry, 11, sorry. He's got one because Quincy Nelson threw the other one. So third down and 12. And they hand it off to Nafahu, trying to push forward, making a couple guys miss. And he's wrapped down by number 97, Karma Yates.
Well, Navadu, nobody's going to accuse him of being a pretty runner. It's just, that's all power, even though that one really didn't go very far. He took on a couple of blockers, and it seems more often than not, or the tackler's taking on a couple of tacklers, the tackler's getting the worst of it.
And they're getting hit hard. And this whole game seems to be the Bulldogs are just much better physically so far, especially with Rayshawn Lee pushing forward at the goal line on a touchdown, and now Nafahu pushing up in piles, running in for his touchdown as well.
Now the Beavers are certainly getting pushed around on both sides of the ball right now.
So Wes Niles, with the punt, the first punt for the Bulldogs. It's a high punt, and Trozine will throw up the fair catch signal. And he's got it at about the 15, 16-yard line. They'll mark it at the 15-yard line. And the Beavers again will start deep in their own territory with 3:50 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs 35, Beavers 3.
No, plenty of time here to mount a drive. They have all 3 of their timeouts left. And the strategy here for the Beavers, obviously you got to go down and score a touchdown, but let's not give the Bulldogs another play, because they've shown the ability to move the football, and they've also shown the ability to come up with a big play.
And if you don't want the Bulldogs to get the ball back, the problem is in the second half they start with the ball as they won the toss and deferred. So already they're just putting the Beavers in that hectic position, down 32 points. So Biss back in there. Pressure coming from up the behind, but he's going to hand it off to his running back.
Well, I did not see the handoff come there. I thought the quarterback was in trouble there, was going to take a sack, but able to get the ball off and at least get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid the sack.
So Tofi got the handoff. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. Oh,
so here to play 2nd and 10 for American River.
That might have been an incomplete pass, but I certainly didn't see him throw the football.
Exactly. So 2nd and long, 2nd and 10 now. Biss now dropping back, pressure coming from the backside. He throws it incomplete, looking for Griffin.
Yeah, looking for Adonis Griffin on the outside, but nobody but the players on the sideline had a chance to catch that one.
So Tubble throwing the ball for both quarterbacks, Hicks and Biss today, Tony.
Not a whole lot of time, not a whole lot of running room, too much pressure in their face.
So they got Daniel Thomas, Tyler Trozine, and Tyler Young on the bottom half of your screen with those 3 runners, and then 3 receivers, and they got Griffin up on top. Biss in the shotgun. Kearney coming with pressure, throwing it. It's intercepted. That's Jordan Shepard, down the 25, down the 20. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Boy, and it just keeps getting worse. And that blitz pressure coming from the quarterback in the offense's left side by Kearney really made that throw come out much earlier. And that's really forced that interception. And then the Dogs able to take it in. And now another big play on defense for the Bulldogs. And this is just going from bad to worse for the Beavers.
So Biss throws that interception. It goes for 6. Jordan Shepard puts this one at a 38-point lead, and now Agee looking to make it a 39-point differential.
And I got to say right now, even with all this time left, the Beavers got to be hoping for a mercy rule right now.
Kick is up. And it is good. And he's been perfect today. 42-3 with 3:27 to go. You didn't want to give the Bulldogs the ball back. Well, you didn't technically give it back, but you gave it away to him.
Yeah.
Bulldogs.
No, there's Kearney. He gets the hit, forces, a somewhat of an errant throw, but he's just got to get rid of that, knowing the pressure is bearing down. And then, unfortunately for the Beavers, after the interception, they can't make the tackle. And you see Shepard just taking it in here for the touchdown, and they're just piling it on right now.
Too easy. Jordan Shepard made that look like it was textbook for Coach Pollock and his defense. Tony, it's 42-3. What do you do if you're American River? I have to ask.
Wow. Let's see. What do I have in my playbook to overcome a 42-3 lead?
42-3 with 3:27 to go in the first half. And now Ferrett's laying his deep for AG's kick. This is one of his best of the day. At the 6. Takes on out to the 15. Make a couple men miss. All the way down to the 25. Good return down to the 26 is where they'll mark them off.
On the tackle for the Bulldogs.
All right, this half cannot end soon enough for the Beavers. Still 3:22 to go. Obviously time to mount a drive, but unfortunately more time for the Bulldogs to score again.
I mean, we still have a whole other half of play to begin here. 42-3 is your score. Now we'll see who comes out at quarterback. It's now number 7, Jonathan Kodama. So their third quarterback of this game already for American River. And Tofi switches sides. You hold it. Kodama pushing forward. Now being dragged away by a couple Bulldogs trying to strip the ball.
American River, that was Jonathan Kodama, number 7.
And Sagapolu was in there with trying to strip that ball off, number 35.
Yeah, so the Bulldogs showing absolutely no mercy, trying to get the ball back here one more time. But Kodama really in an unenviable position here. The third quarterback coming in, trying to clean up this mess, really in mop-up duty here. Still a whole half to go.
So they have Young, Trozine, and Spain, Byron Spain on the bottom half of your screen as the 3 receivers. Kodama now hit hard and still on his feet. Sagapolo, and another hit hard by Michael Spivey as Sagapolo went low and Spivey came up and knocked him down. So he gets to the 30, back to about 3rd down and 8, 3rd and 7. And look at this hit hard on Kodama.
Well, here's Trevor Kelly, number 92, making the play. Look at him push right through the defender, right into the lap of the quarterback, and still somehow able to get by and nearly got away there to make a play. But Kelly, I mean, he just took the offensive lineman, pushed him into the backfield, and collapsed the pocket.
So again, 4 receiver set, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom here. Kodama fakes the handoff to Tofi. He's going to throw it to Tofi. He gets that high catch, and Spivey brings him down along with Deshane Hines. And it'll be 4th down and about 6 as he gained a yard.
Rika Levy, I think, is going to be called for roughing here.
Roughing the passer, number 99 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
Yeah, good news for the Beavers. A shame for Rika because he really made a nice play.
For the Beavers that time.
Kind of get a little SWAT move there to get by the lineman, able to get in there, but then a little too rough at the end of the play. So that's going to help the Beavers
stop his pursuit of 6'2", 350 pounds, who sure will play at the next level.
You know, we talked about all these 300-pounders and the way in the last 20-something years that they've just proliferated in the NFL. You go back to 1970, Jason, there was 1 300-pounder. 1980, there were 3. By 1990, there were 94. And the 2010 training camp, there was 532 300-pounders.
Quintupled.
Unbelievable. Exponentially.
Kodama gets the snap, looking to throw deep down the sideline, and it's intercepted again. And that's Fogle going down the sideline. And he'll step out of bounds.
That ball was picked off by number 13, Jordan Fogle. Return.
Second interception on back-to-back drives.
All right, Fogle, that's the situation where you're just not looking off the safety because the safety's ranging over there toward that receiver, running down the far side of the field, Jason, and that ball just kind of hangs up there for him. And somehow or some way you have to look him off, make him think that the ball's going somewhere else to keep that safety honest, because he was cheating over there the whole time and really made an easy interception of it.
And that's the third quarterback and the second interception for American River. And the Bulldogs are already in American River territory once again.
They've been playing on a 50-yard field most of the day.
Switchman back under center. Going to toss it out. That's Cameron Moody. Moody gets out to the 40, pushing forward all the way down to the 36.
Ethan Clark came up to make a nice submarine tackle. Got out here to the near side, underneath the upend the ball carrier. So a good play there by Ethan Clark, or that could have been another big play here for the Bulldogs.
So Nafahu will come off the field for at least one play here. And just under 50 seconds to go here in this first half.
Talk about domination. American River just 32 yards on 31 plays.
They throw the Kuchera. Kuchera makes the catch, trying to hold on the ball now as he's hit hard by a couple Beavers. 34 seconds to go. And they're inside the 35 down to 33.
So even with that play there, just a couple of yards, they're averaging maybe a hair over a yard per play right now. Complete domination by the Bulldogs.
So Wichman under center. 20 seconds to go. Third down and short. And Wichman will hold it, toss it out to number 27. That's Young. Young down to the 15, now the 10, the 5. He dives towards the pylon. Waiting on the signal. Touchdown, San Mateo. Punishing, and punishing American River.
Yeah, and the whole thing that makes this happen, Jason, is that beautiful pitch and the timing of it. He waits so long, gets all the defense and all the white shirts close to him, and at the very last second able to pitch that ball, and the whole right side of the defense is just not there.
So again, 36 yards on that run to DeJuan Young. And it's now 48-3. AG looking to make it 49-3. Wichman will hold again. And it's blocked.
Well, they can't return this for a point, right?
Yes, they can, and Dominic Jackson will pick it up. So AG's kick is blocked. A little hustle and bustle going on with American River.
And I don't know that you really want to have 4 points in a football game anyway, do you?
No, I don't want a baseball score if you're just for 4.
Take a look here. Let's see, they surged at the guys up front. Here's the touchdown play. And watch how he holds the ball just to the very last minute. Here come the defenders, and then bam, the ball's out. Gets a nice little block here to help seal the inside, and the outside is just wide open. It's all about timing with this, and the timing on that was absolutely perfect.
And if you're American River, you just hope that maybe San Mateo won't take the ball next half. And 48-3 is your score. 8.6 seconds on the scoreboard. About 9 seconds left to go in the first half, Tony. And the Bulldogs, you said you came into our house, our own Bulldog Bowl, and we're just going to show you what we're made of.
You know, I don't know that at this point that it would matter where they played. Right now, I think College of San Mateo is just head and shoulders better than the Beavers right now. And really, unfortunately for the Beavers, who've had such a great season, we talked about all the success that they've had here in recent years, but right now, they're flat out getting embarrassed.
And the Bulldogs are showing why they went 9-1 and lost to the top-ranked team in the state, in Butte, who's 10-0, who will play next weekend against Fresno City College. So Trozine at the 7. Trying to make something crazy happen here. He pushes forward. He stays on his feet. Down to the 40. The ball comes loose. But American River will hold on to it, and that will end the first half.
There by William Vai.
So after one half of play here in the 9th Annual Botham Bulldog Bowl, Tony, San Mateo leads 48-3. Your thoughts on the first half so far?
I mean, how many different ways? Get my thesaurus. How many different ways can you say domination? This has been bullying. They've been just throttled. Pick it up from there. Let's throw out some more adjectives to describe this absolute beatdown that we've seen here today.
It's criminal-like right now. I mean, the American River like to walk them back in their Bulldog locker room right now, down 48-3. And Rayshawn Lee, the record-breaking 3 touchdowns in this Bulldog Bowl already. A couple of trick plays. Casey Wichman's got a rushing touchdown. George Tafahu, DeJuan Young, Cameron Moot, and 2 interceptions. 1 returned for a touchdown. I mean, there's nothing else to say but just Bulldogs, with that one turnover, gave up 3 points.
That's it. It's been nearly a perfect game here by the Bulldogs. That's all you can say.
So, at halftime, it's 48-3 in the 9th annual Botham Bulldog Bowl. We'll be back after this break. Bulldogs lead 48-3.
Hi, I'm Mike Casey, the host of San Mateo County History Stories on Peninsula Television. I'll be sharing with you the stories of many of the people and places that have made San Mateo County such an interesting and important place. I'll also be telling you some stories that might not be so well known, but have had a significant impact on our county. Please join me on San Mateo County History Stories on Penn TV. I think you'll find our stories to be both informative and fun.
Following One-on-One every day at 7, noon, and 7 on Peninsula TV.
All right, let's send it down now to Jason Neal, who's with CSM President Michael Clare.
Thanks, Tony. We're down here with President of College of San Mateo, Mike Clare. Mike, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
So, Mike, what does sports and athletics here at College of San Mateo mean to you?
Well, you know, I think really it's sport. It's really, to me, it's all about the student athlete. And what I love about all of our programs, including football, is we really put the student first. So unless our athletes are successful in the classroom, they're not going to be successful on the field. And I know every one of our coaches really has that philosophy with our student athletes, and I'm really proud of that.
So over the years, the campus has been changing, you know, sports have been changing, football teams getting better. What are some of your favorite changes to the campus, and what have been taking place here?
Well, we've made massive changes to the campus, and I know I run into people all the time that haven't been to the college in 20 years, and they can't believe the changes. We really made an effort to make our college look and feel like a university, and that's really the feedback we get from the members of the community that come to campus. Probably my favorite building is our new Student Center, because it's just such a hub of activity. You know, we have close to 10,000 students up here, and there's just so much energy in that building all the time, which I really love.
So we're here at the Botham Bulldog Bowl, the 9th annual. You know, you have Coach Pollock, great coach. What do you have to say about what he's done with this team so far here, and you know, a great season and more years to come, hopefully?
Well, you know, I think Coach Pollock really represents what our faculty are all about here, which is to have high expectations. He certainly has high expectations of his players on the field, but I can tell you off the field, he's just as involved in terms of making sure that expecting those students to be successful and doing everything he can with his staff to support the students to be successful. And that's really what our faculty do overall at this college. I'm really proud of.
So you are the president. What do you think makes College of San Mateo special?
Well, I think that what I appreciate the most is when I hear from people who have left us and have gone on and transferred to other universities or have gone out in the workforce, and they come back and I hear from them in terms of what a great job we've done. And I get letters all the time from parents, from students, emails, and I think we just have a place that's very caring and supportive, but again has very high expectations, so that when you leave this place, regardless of what your goal is, you're going to be very well prepared.
Well, thank you, President Clare, and from College San Mateo. We're here at halftime. We'll send it back up to the booth. I'm Jason Neal with President Mike Clare.
All right, thank you very much, Jason. We'll take another break.
Hi, I'm Katie Roletto, and I'm a local professional media producer. Thanks to Penn TV's volunteer program, I was able to expand upon my experience and gain some amazing training in the areas of television production right here in the Bay Area. The staff at Penn TV is very skilled and experienced in all aspects of technical production and really helped me learn and grow. If you're interested in finding out more about Penn TV's volunteer program, please visit them at www.penntv.tv and click on the volunteer tab. Thanks, Penn TV.
It's halftime here at the 9th annual Botham Bulldog Bowl. San Mateo leads 48-3 over American River. Now let's go to Tony for some halftime stats.
Halftime stats, Jason, looking very pretty for College of San Mateo. Here's the rushing. Casey Wichman, he gained 100 yards, net of 96, scored a touchdown. Plowmouth, just a couple of carries, 61 yards, had that one big run along of 44, an average of better than 30.5. Nathau, 10 for 61. He also scored a touchdown. DeJuan Young, he got in the act with a touchdown as well. Wichman passing just 4 of 6, but pretty effective with it, with a long of 16, and did throw 2 touchdown passes. And what more can you say about Rayshawn Lee with 3 touchdowns, 77 yards, along with 55. And he has a record-setting day with a number of touchdowns. On the other side, Jason, not very pretty. Mike Hicks got into the game. Kadoma also. Bist also into the game. The 3 different quarterbacks, and altogether just not very good passing the football here today. Hicks, number 6 for 23, just 8 yards. And you look at the averages, Hicks, Kadoma, 1.3 and 1.5 yards respectively. And Bist was, 0 for 5 with an interception. Hicks had just the 22 yards. And then Drake Tofey, 3 carries, 7 yards, along of 5. Trozine, Ross, and Griffin all carried once, but not for very far. So positive numbers overwhelmingly for San Mateo, and on the other side for American River, dreadful.
So with that being said, 48-3 is your score. College San Mateo over American River. We'll be back for the second half kickoff.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Adario, founder of the Bonnie J. Adario Lung Cancer Foundation in San Carlos, California. Our foundation partners with Penn TV to film and live stream our monthly living room program that is available to anyone in the world that has been impacted by or interested in lung cancer. We have found Penn TV to be a totally professional and highly competent organization in helping us produce and deliver our living room content. Penn TV is not only an invaluable resource to our local community, but certainly has been instrumental in helping the Adario Foundation get our message out to anyone involved with lung cancer. Please visit Penn TV on your local cable provider or on the web at www.penntv.tv to visit our living room program and to enjoy all the other informative programming that Penn TV provides. Thank you, Penn TV.